Only losing 2 to 5 pounds a month on your GLP-1 medication, and you're watching people lose 10, 15, 20 pounds, and you're wondering, what's wrong with me? I'm doing everything right, so why isn't this working faster? Well, I'm going to tell you something that most people won't. That 2 to 5 pounds a month might actually mean you're doing something right. I've been taking a GLP-1 for over 2 years, and I've lost over 86 pounds. And what I thought was slow weight loss ended up being the most sustainable weight loss that I've ever had. Because medically, losing 0.5 to 2 pounds per week is actually in the normal range, which puts you at about 2 to 8 pounds per month. So if you're somewhere in that range, you're in the normal range, right? Now, I'm just going to tell you, for me, when I lose 2 pounds for the whole month, I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. I get impatient. I'm like, why am I not losing more? Especially because there was a point where I was losing 6 pounds a month or 4 pounds a month. There was one month I lost 9 pounds in one month. So when the weight loss slows down, I'm going to be honest, it does affect you. You do start to panic and think, what is wrong? This is why I'm making this video, because I think we need to really think about when we're saying that we didn't lose 8, 10, 12, 20 pounds in a month. Is that really normal? Should we really be doing that? Now, if you are a certain size, that's going to determine how much you lose and how fast, right? Because we know if you're 400 pounds or even 300 pounds starting out, you're going to lose a little bit faster. But as your body adjusts to the medication, as your body adjusts to losing fat, and it's trying its best to hold on to that fat, especially if you're at your set point, when your body is doing those things and adjusting to the medication, your weight loss will slow down. So I want us to realize that and really let that sink in, because social media has us thinking that this is not normal, the 2 to 5 pounds, when it really is. It is normal. Social media has distorted our view of what normal weight loss should look like. And what do we see on social media? A lot of times on social media, we see those fast responders, right? We see the people losing fast. And if you're a fast responder, shout out to you. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. But what we don't see is those thousands of people like you, like the Downsizing Diva, like all those thousands of people out there that are losing slowly. Those are the people that probably aren't on social media or making those videos like I'm making, talking about my slow weight loss. So we just have to kind of put it into perspective. And guess what? Many of those slow responders or slow and steady losers are the ones that are able to keep the weight off long term. So that's good news. That's good news for us. And I'm going to tell you, I experienced all of this. I call myself the slow and steady queen because I have been losing weight slow and steady. I was heavy on that steady, though. I was steadily dropping something. And then there would be times where I would get to a certain point, and I think I'm kind of at that weight now in the 220s. It was kind of like my set point where the scale does not move. And then that's when you just have to make some adjustments and do some things to get the scale moving. So that's what we're going to explore. One thing I want you to know is that slow and steady weight loss, it adds up over time. So let's do the math. Let's talk about this. If you were losing 3 pounds a month on average, that's how many pounds a year? 36 pounds in 1 year. Who wouldn't take 36 pounds in a year? Now, when you're in the battle, when you're on the battlefield, you're going through it, you're saying, oh, this is so slow. There are weeks and months you're not losing. But when you see it in total, 36 pounds is awesome. I said the same thing. I was losing super slow, like a turtle. But those 0.2s and those 0.4s and those 0.6s over time, they add up. They add up and they average out to a significant weight loss, which I'm over 86 pounds down. I just want you to know, do not give up. Those 0.2s or even those zeros, you may have a couple of weeks or months where you're not losing, and then you might lose 2 or 3 pounds. All that counts. All that averages out. And I just want you to think about it long term. So if you lose 5 pounds a month, you're on that higher end when I said 2 to 5 pounds a month. Let's say if you lost 5 pounds a month, how many pounds is that in a year? That is 60 pounds. Right, you're right, 60 pounds. Who doesn't want to lose 60 pounds? That's amazing. That's a great transformation right there. So I'm saying to you, slow does not mean never. Do not give up. If you're losing 2 to 5 pounds a month while taking your GLP-1 medication, Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, Mounjaro. Here are 4 things I want you to remember. The first one is your body is adjusting to the medication. I always say that, but that is so true. Think about things that can change with this GLP-1, like your appetite, the insulin response, digestion, the speed of it is slowing down, right? The hunger signals. Your body is literally learning a new way to regulate food and energy. That process takes time. So think about it like that. It's not supposed to happen super quick for some of us, and we have to be okay with that. And eventually, it will average out. It really will, but you have to be patient and give it a chance. So that's the first thing I want you to consider. The second thing is slow weight loss protects your muscle. Are you strength training out there to hold on to that muscle? Are you eating the protein? Well, rapid weight loss often leads to muscle loss, but slower weight loss gives your body time to preserve that muscle, burn the fat, and stabilize your metabolism. And that matters for long-term maintenance. And really, that should be your goal, to take off this weight, but also to do something you can maintain long-term. That brings us to the third thing I want you to remember. Before we get into number 3, I want you to take a moment and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live or upload a video. Here's the third thing I want you to remember, that your habits are actually forming. When you're on this GLP-1 medication, this tool, this supplement is an opportunity for you to hone in on those healthy habits. So when your weight drops extremely fast, a lot of times many people don't have built-in sustainable habits yet because everything is happening so fast. They're not necessarily building the healthy habits. Now, if you are a fast responder and you're watching this video and you're saying, Downsizing Diva, no. Well, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that it applies to. But when your weight loss is gradual and slow and steady, hopefully, you're learning how to eat proteins, manage those portions, move your body, and respond to the hunger cues. Knowing when to eat when you're hungry and not just because you see the food there. So, in other words, we're building a lifestyle, something that we can maintain long term. We're not just chasing that number on the scale. Here's the fourth thing that I want you to remember is the scale is not the only sign that your GLP-1 is working. This is a signature staple for my channel because I love to talk about the non-scale victories of it all. Things that you should look to for support, for encouragement, to make you feel great when that scale is not moving. And some of the biggest signs that the GLP-1 is working, even when that scale is not, is your food noise decreases. Hey. We just love that. No food noise. Your cravings are calming down. I remember a time where I had 0 cravings. And then over the course of these 2 years, there were times when I had cravings and I just was like, what is going on? I wasn't expecting that. I learned how to work through it. And a lot of times I work through it without going up on a dose. So there's that. Fullness happens faster. You get full faster. So you're not eating as much. Your portions naturally shrink. I just love that. Your energy improves. That's a great one. Your energy improves. And these are huge metabolic wins that really help us in the long term. So all those habits, we're building those and we're stacking habits. We're building a system and we are determined to be successful on this journey. A lot of the slow losers end up being successful, but guess what? They don't do what? They don't quit. They keep going. Even when the plateau is there, even when the stall is there, even when the pounds aren't moving, even when that scale is not moving, they still stay patient and they stay consistent. So if you don't remember anything else, remember this. Stay patient and stay consistent. All these slow losers out there, I am with you. And I'm having to tell myself the same thing. So I'm reminding myself to stay patient while at the same time staying consistent with my healthy habits. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking I'm only losing 2 to 5 pounds a month, well, guess what? That's normal. You're in the normal range. And I want you to hang in there. Don't give up. Slow does not mean never. We're going to hang on to progress, not perfection, right? We want to just see what we're doing consistently over time, and we're going to see those pounds add up. I always say, I'm sick of the 0.2s of it all, but guess what? I'll take it. So just stay consistent, my friends. I really love this video. I love talking about this. So if you have hung out with me this long, I want you to drop down in those comments and let me know. How many pounds are you losing per month? How many? Be honest. Let me know. I can't wait to see those numbers, because one thing I just love about the GLP-1 community is that it's not a one size fits all. If this video encouraged you today, I want you to give it a like. I want you to share. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Join me live. I would love to interact with you live. I am live on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and I just love to chat. So I would love for you to come and hang out with me live. If you are someone who needs more support on your journey, I have a group that meets live every week. We just would love to support you on your health journey. So click that link in the description and join the inner circle. Check out my stand store. A lot of people have been going to that stand store. I had to say this. People have been checking out the free guides, tools, and resources in my stand store. So click on that link in the description. And I want you to check out my Uncomfortable Truths video. I think that video just gives a lot of insight to things that could happen on this GLP-1 journey that you may or may not expect. Some of the truths people probably don't want to hear, but they needed to be said. So click on that video. Oh, hype the video. Hype the video. Don't forget to hype the video. I want you to take great care of yourself. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.